So I got a call from my director friend. He says, hey, we have this script. We want to do this World War I short film. And we have like $10,000 to $15,000, like it was enough money. And I was like, all right, they're going to have to spend way more than that because it takes place at night in World War I trenches. Really, for the scale of what we were trying to accomplish, we had what seemed like nothing. The Alexa 35 allowed us to light scenes that wouldn't be possible on the scale that we were shooting. We did have a few big lights here and there, but a lot of those ended up getting stuck in the mud. We had to really rely on the ES modes on the Alexa 35 and utilize those to be able to see basically in the dark. I had used the ES mode a little bit on some commercials. I would be in Blue Hour, I'd push it for an extra 5 or 10 minutes and take it to, 2560 or 6400 ES and just kind of see how it was. But none of that stuff was stuff that I was like, we absolutely have to have that or the project doesn't work. And we shot almost the majority of the film above 2560 ES. The interior bunker scene was lit with a 4-foot tube and a 7-inch tube. And the 4-foot tube was bounced into the ceiling and then double diffused, so it was really, really, really soft. And we were still using negative fill inside this bunker to shape the light. 6400, at first it worried me. I was like, oh, if I'm going to push it there, like I need to really only do that when I have to. And now I just find myself going up to 4800 or 6400 all the time just because it's that much easier to use. A lot of it was practically lit with fire or one little panel, and that was the whole thing. But it looks so real because you're in that subdued natural light. At the end of the day, you're back there behind the monitor and you're like, oh, it's still a clean image, and then you stand up and leave the monitor and you're like, wait, it's way darker out here than I realized. You're really able to push it so much further than makes any sense. Same with the highlights. There's no other camera on the market that has the color or the highlight retention or the sensitivity at night. A lot of people are really shocked to find out that we were still putting grain on top of footage that we shot in the ES modes. And sure, we might have had to do some cleanup before and then add the grain, but I just find it pretty amazing that we're still shooting stuff at 4800 or 6400 ISO and then adding grain back on top of it. It was a low budget shoot, but at the same time, there are certain things that you can't get around no matter what your budget is. So there were certain things that we did have to shoot at night, but it allowed us to drastically decrease what we needed because we had the Alexa 35.